Okay, this is Gamer Blave, and we're here with another episode of Battletech. And if you missed the last episode, then, well, I mean, you're kind of fortunate, but at the same time, that was kind of an important episode, and I'm gonna get into it. Here, and you can skip ahead if you want to miss me or skip me going off about all of the reasons why I think it was important. It was a mercenary contract, but I think it was the most important mercenary mission, and also there was some story stuff that happened after the mercenary mission. First off, let's get into the mercenary mission that we had and the impact of it. It was the first mercenary mission we've had since we set the campaign difficulty to, or the difficulty of the encounters to hard. And what we realized, what became very clear, was that it is hard now. So it was a 3 skull mission. So I'm convinced now that that there is a lot of leeway in these skulls, but still, you know, I want to stick with something here. So I'm going to circle on back to that. But that is kind of one of the things is in general, the difficulty of that mission really kind of made me really think a lot and review the footage of that video a lot. Speaking of which, I don't know what else to say about the footage of that video other than I'm sorry. I really am trying my best to create the best possible output that I can here, which is why I am, you know, going into these programs that I'm using to create and edit the footage and change the settings and optimize them to get the best output that I can. And for some reason, I just keep messing up. I keep making mistakes, but for some reason it keeps generating some subpar output, and that was definitely evident in the last episode. But still, we did capture the meat and potatoes in the last episode, and that was what's important. But I did analyze the footage in the last episode. I watched it. You know, especially the pivotal parts of that battle a couple of times, and there were a few key takeaways that I really don't think we've been kind of exploring the various roles or really kind of separating our mechs and our mech warriors into various roles like we really should be doing. You know, we've kind of started to do that, you know, because I do have the trebuchet and all of my mechs are basically being worked on right now. We have the trebuchet and that Shadow Hawk that have like a whole bunch of missiles on them, and we're using those for indirect fire. So that is a very distinct role. Most particularly the trebuchet, because right now it doesn't have a whole lot of armor on it. And in that battle, we were like, you know, hey, we need to keep him out of line of attack. And for the most part, we tried to do that. But most of the time, I just send everyone in, and I'm like, hey, everyone, attack as much as you can. And, you know, if I can use the environment to my benefit, I do. And in that particular mission, just the amount of firepower that we were up against just illustrates that isn't going to cut the mustard. You know, I think that, you know, roles like the trebuchet are going to be really important. Like, we need to strap as much firepower onto mechs as we possibly can and, you know, keep them in the rear. Because that was really effective until we, you know, broke cover with him, because I really felt we had to get those shots off. And then, you know, maybe a mech warrior like Behemoth, we would put in a mech that maybe had less firepower and just a ton of armor, and instead of attacking all the time, you know, you'd put her up close and use her bracing ability an awful lot, because we can't afford to use vigilance all the time. You know, I rely too much on vigilance because I'm like, oh, I have to be shooting, but the thing is, we can't take the amount of firepower that's being dished out on these higher level contracts, because that was just 3 skulls, and these are all higher. I mean, everything else is higher than 3 skulls, so we need to be able to take this firepower. So I'm thinking that we kind of shift more towards there are tanks that are designed to kind of soak up damage more and really use that brace ability. And then there are other people who are the damage dealers. And to that end, you know, I really probably haven't optimized my mech warriors very well, because I've kind of put brace on everybody, just about, except for Decker. But, you know, really I would only put brace on probably, you know, like the people in the very front. And I probably would have, you know, in hindsight, put maybe put the, instead of the piloting ability on Behemoth, maybe the tactics, because the second ability in tactics, whenever you brace, you reduce stability damage. I think that was what it was. Or no, whenever you reserve, you reduce stability damage, which would be really, really useful for that kind of thing. So I really think we have to start rethinking how we're playing the game, because what we were doing really showed itself to be not quite optimal, and we had to adapt our thinking in that episode. Now, in addition to that line of thinking, or sort of launching off that line of thinking, I've said, okay, so we need to kind of start rethinking our tactics, but we have so far basically just been like, okay, well, we're going to go to more or less, you know, wherever our last you know, mission was, and then we just basically operate from there. But in my opinion, these contracts are going to be probably too difficult for us. So even though, you know, we're probably going to be called to the next Lady Arano mission pretty soon, I was looking around for another place that we could go. And I was choosing, I wanted to choose, because the place that we're at right now says it's 3 skulls, a 3 skull challenge. Okay, so that's the average difficulty, although that's a lie, because that was actually the lowest difficulty of contracts found in this system. But I wanted to find something lower. And the only thing I could find lower nearby, or the most attractive thing that I could find lower nearby, this is 26 days away, so it's actually an entire month travel, was this New Vandenberg. Now, we haven't really played around with this a whole lot, and I haven't really either, but I was just screwing around in here, and I did find these different filters on here. And this particular one was more attractive because this Star League Advanced here filter comes up, and if you hover over this former Star League, it says, this world was once a Star League stronghold. Rare and expensive lost tech components can be found here. So we might be able to buy some pretty cool stuff here if we get some money. It's also a rich place, so maybe there are going to be some expensive, lucrative contracts there. Mega city, large population. It might be really lucrative to go here. Hopefully the contracts will be a little bit easier. Also, with regarding 26 days, if you look at our mechs, I mean, look at that. It's gonna be forever until these things are really repaired anyway. So I don't see why not to do this at this point. So we are actually going to travel here. If it doesn't work out, then I guess we'll travel somewhere else and figure it out. But I think this is what we're gonna do. What I may end up doing is like once
we've just completed those upgrades.
Oh, sweet. Yes, we need that. And on it, I may put some more into our tech points because we're doing so much work on these mechs. Okay, so now that we got structural upgrades, it looks like we can do more med bays, but we need beta pods for that. The same is true for more of this stuff here. Yeah, I really, apart from that, I don't want beta pods. They're also really expensive. This, not nearly as expensive, and it's going to give me +3 tech points, so that's pretty attractive. That is pretty attractive. And the beta pods are going to give us, like, a lot of, they're going to open up a lot of opportunities. If we're going to start traveling around a lot, these improved drive would help us out a lot too. But I'm actually going to do this. Sure, this will finish on our trip. I did buy a couple of the other weapons that were in the system before we left. I did leave a couple, like I think there was like an AC-20 plus, and maybe another AC-5 plus. I am gonna wish that I had those weapons, but I was like, you know, all these things are like 200,000, 300,000. If I buy all these things, then we are gonna be broke. And I just didn't want to do that. But anyway, as I was saying, I may do some mercenary missions and not record literally all of the mercenary missions. Or I may record some of them, and then, you know, if they are like super exciting or super like, you know, skin of the teeth, then, you know, then we'll put them up. But, you know, I don't know if I want to put the entire grind in there. But I think at this point we need to pause and take a break and say, I think what we've been doing is basically going forward too fast. We're taking the story missions, and the story missions are too easy, and I think that is gonna burn us because we just realized that we were out of our league. But anyway, I'll get back to that. I keep I'm waxing lyrical here. Carlisle's bid. In your quarters, Decker points to a compad. Commander, I got an offer from another company, the Grey Death Legion. Their CEO, Grayson Carlisle, is paying top dollar for Mercs. He's even offering a kickback to any company he poaches from 100,000 C-bills. That's unusual, you say, examining the paused image of Carlisle on the compad. Go on. Carlisle's something else. I played his message over and over. The way he talks. I know he really could shake up the galaxy, and I want to be part of that. Decker smiles bittersweetly. But this crew is my family, and leaving isn't so easy. What do you think? Encourage Decker to keep the kickback if he leaves. Give Decker your blessing if he wants to leave. Okay. I really don't want Decker to leave. I mean, Decker, we're doing something important here. I mean, why can't I make him a counter offer? I'm gonna caution him against making a quick decision. I don't know if the galaxy needs any more shaking up. It's already a mess, Decker. Think long and hard before you sign on with Carlisle. Talk is cheap. Usually it gets mech warriors killed. Decker rubs the back of his head. You don't trust him? It's not that. I don't know much about Carlisle, but you know we've got your back on the Argo, so it's your decision, Decker. Just take your time, do some research. Decker nods slowly. You're right. I shouldn't make a decision too quickly. Later that night, he knocks on your door. Just wanted to say that I'll be sticking around. I gave it some serious thought, but I can't imagine a better crew than this one. Okay, good. Definitely didn't want to lose him. I think he's going to start coming in more handy. We've got piloting and sensor lock on him. You know, I think that maybe we need to start using some of those like other skills like sensor lock and some of that other stuff. Like I said, we need to start shaking things up a bit. We need to start changing the script here because, you know, what we're doing can't really work. You know, if you didn't watch that video, the last video, I really think that the only reason we managed to win that was because we got a really lucky headshot with the biggest gun that we brought in, and that really carried us through. That really carried us through. So you know, I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, I probably will have a whole bunch else to say about that, but I mean, that was harrowing. It was harrowing. I'm hoping that there are contracts here. I don't know if they're just going to be like random contracts all over the galaxy. I mean, I do remember
financial report.
Some parts of this game from when I played it back when. Like, so I remember some parts of the plot, but I don't remember a whole lot of the intricacies of how to play it and manage all the funds and all this stuff. I think I'm gonna keep the money right now, because we're just we're gonna be traveling for a bit of this. So let's just do this. Yeah, we're still working on this thing. Let's see if we can see a couple of our mechs here. So I refit this Wolverine. So this would be, well, actually, hold on a second. It doesn't have. I thought I had put more armor on this thing. I might take this laser off of it. And try to strap some more armor on it. I need to think about that, because basically what I'm saying is, like, you know, for my short range guys, I think that unless I just can really afford the extra space, I don't think I'm going to be taking the support weapon, the support weapons as much. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the Wolverine right now. Yeah, we're gonna have to be rethinking this. So the Griffin, yeah, I had refit the Griffin. It's got pretty light armor now. So this would be more along the lines of maybe something that I would consider putting Decker in. You know, not super heavy duty armor. You know, pretty light in the legs there, pretty light in the front, definitely light in the back. You know, so we keep this thing far away. And then, you know, you try to use the PPC from long range, the LRM-15s, and, you know, maybe use that sensor lock to make it harder for people to hit us, and also maybe reduce evasion, or, you know, maybe even in an ideal world, use the sensor lock so we can target them with indirect fire if they can't see us. You know, that would even be more ideal. You know, things like that. If we can completely avoid them attacking us, and we can attack them, that would even be better. That would even be better. But who knows if we'll be able to do that or rely on stuff like that. The Jaeger mech, I think that we left that basically the same. I think that's doing pretty good. my thoughts right now would be that that would be kind of like the medium guy, like, so like that's kind of like a half tank, half fire support. So maybe I would have like Behemoth in the front, this guy slightly behind Behemoth to like take some shots, to take some aggression, and then maybe like someone who is complete fire support like the Trebuchet, and then maybe the Griffin. I don't know how that would work out. That's just kind of what I'm thinking right now. Just kind of, you know, more well-rounded there. But everyone's getting healed up. Yeah, so Medusa
Those
was...
upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Medusa was really hurt. Yeah, it is nice to get this thing going. I'm kind of wondering if we should just do this, get like tons of tech points here. No, I think it's time. I think it might finally be time to upgrade the... No, we can't afford the beta pods right now. That's too expensive, even though we would be able to upgrade all of this other crap. I think we work on getting maybe the drives in place. So the improved power conduits and then the drives, that's going to take a while. But that'll be nice, for obvious reasons.
Roger that, Commander. I'll get the crew moving.
Okay. But yeah, so this trip has cost us a lot of money, obviously, in terms of just moving from one place to another, but hopefully this will be a lucrative system. I also chose this one because I like this, you know, more than like deserts and things like that. So let's take a quick look at the store. Holy crap. You can just straight up buy a Battle Master if you've got 13 million bucks to spare, or an Orion if you've got 10 million bucks to spare. A Marauder. Okay, so these guys, they've got some stuff. They've certainly got some stuff. Let's go back to all here and just kind of scroll down. ERM laser. What is this? An improvement upon standard medium lasers. Extended range medium lasers extend their effective range at the cost of considerable heat generation. Like all lasers, ER medium lasers enjoy baseline accuracy. Okay, that's what all of them say. So, and an ER PPC. Wow, plus 5 damage and minus 1 ton. Look at all that heat, though. That is absolutely bonkers. Okay, they've got... What is this? Plus 30 stability damage PPC. Plus 4... Okay, so this place has got some equipment. That being said, do they have contracts? It's connecting. Okay, they have contracts, but they pay diddly, except for this one. This one pays a little bit of money. It's in the desert. That sucks. And it's an ambush convoy. I wonder why this one's restricted access. I wonder if we would be able to... Oh, the local pirate organization. I don't know if we really want to do that. Okay. So... we could potentially look at... Oh, shoot. Yeah. So we could potentially look at some of these. We'll probably do this one. Compel intelligence operatives report that one of the vehicles is a fully operational Shrek PPC carrier. So I think that has, what, 3 PPCs on it? That's not a threat we can afford to ignore. We need you to eliminate that convoy before they can make it to their base. My guess is that they've also got, if they've got something like that, they probably have like LRM carriers, SRM carriers, the whole 9 yards. That's not including mechs. So that's probably going to be comparable difficulty to what we just dealt with. So I guess the problem with this system is that the crap that they've got here is much more expensive than we can afford. Yeah, I mean, like, none of these weapons... Possible. I mean, this PPC++ is really good because it's got the extra, I would take the stability damage over the 10 damage. That's probably really, really good at knocking people down. That's probably something we should buy at the very least. Okay. Which mechs do we have operational? And which ones would we take on a convoy mission? A convoy mission in the desert at that. So heat would be a problem. We could take the dragon. One of the problems with the dragon, though, is that one, it doesn't have a lot of firepower, but it does have a lot of armor. I don't know how good the trebuchet would be here. It wouldn't be... It's not very mobile. It can fire really long range, but we've got... With the, with this kind of mission, you've got to, like, chase these things down. Isn't that right? Isn't that how that works? Ambush convoy. Yeah. The convoy will defend the military units and it will try to flee if engaged. Defeating any defending units is not required. Okay. So, who would I take? I would take the Jaeger mech. I would probably take... Well, no, the Griffin doesn't have a ton of fire. I would take the... Wolverine's got jump jets. A reasonable amount of firepower, but it doesn't actually have... I mean, nothing has good heat efficiency. With the exception of the dragon. I mean... Well, yeah, the dragon and the fire starter, which we are not taking. Yeah, I think we can try it with Jaeger mech, the trebuchet, and we'll just try to keep the trebuchet back and engage them from a distance. Maybe Jaeger mech, or maybe the Griffin. We'll take the Griffin and try to put Decker in the Griffin and try to keep them, keep him just, I don't know. I don't know. See, we're just, I know I've been thinking a lot about how to redo things, but speed is not one of the things that I've really come up with a good way to deal with. Being fast. Okay, let's just take the contract and then I'll sort it out. Okay, negotiate. Okay, so we want... Ah, man. Okay, I'm gonna take one thing because I want money. I want money, money, money. If there's a good mech, then I'll take a piece of it. But the rest of it, I want as much money as humanly possible because this place has really, really good stuff. Okay, Behemoth and the Dragon. Decker in... Do I want Decker in the Trebuchet? Or do I want Glitch in it? I might put Glitch in the Trebuchet. And I could put Decker in the Griffin. And so Decker will have a little bit of indirect fire, but he's mostly going to be, you know, able to move around really fast, and hopefully stay out of trouble. And, yeah, hopefully stay out of trouble. And, you know, probably use sensor lock as often as he fires, because that's going to be just as useful, I think, to me. You know, we need to try to keep people from hitting my guys up front. But, you know, I don't know. I honestly don't know how this mission's going to go. We might just completely fail it. Now, there is another place, another system that was like right next to this system that was also classified as rich. It didn't say that it was Star League era, but it's also rich. So if we take out all of the nice looking contracts here, then I might go to that system too, because it was also 2.5 skulls. So I do think that I'm not going to just take Lady Arano's mission right when it pops up this time. I do think that we're going to spend some time getting some money, and I don't think that I'm going to commit all of that to videos, because I don't think that there's really need to. Okay, I'm not getting in range of that thing's guns, Commander. Move up to here. You should be able to spot the target. I'll be on station, boss. After you make some tank-sized holes in the terrain, I'll pick your lance up at this LZ. Okay, so with
This place isn't so bad, right?
whoops, with any luck,
Commander?
with any luck, okay, how far can Decker jump? Okay, not farther. So, with any luck, we'll be able to get up to the area,
Aye, aye.
spot the guy from outside of visual range, and paint him with Decker's sensor lock, because that would be good to be able to take that Shrek PPC carrier down before it can, you know, blast us. So, but we do need to run in here pretty fast on account of the crappy nature of these missions.
Our target is within sensor range.
Okay. That just looks like a mech. That doesn't look like the target to me. That looks like a mech. Yeah, that's a commando. That's not a mech. I mean, that's the target was the Shrek PPC carrier. Okay, so
Ready for orders.
man, I don't love it. I don't love it. So that is my denials. That's where I can't let them get. I'm gonna jump him forward. I don't plan on attacking with him. I'm either gonna sensor lock that guy or defend. I'm trying to get in range of their PPC carrier. I guess I should have waited with him. I should have waited. I don't see where this PPC carrier is. Usually the tanks and all that stuff, so I can't even move the map over any further in this direction. Or any further in that direction. Where do I... Actually, I'm kind of confused here. Okay, go ahead and sensor lock the commando, I guess. Honestly, probably should defend with him. That would be smarter, but we're not going to do that. Oh, here comes the PPC carrier. Okay, the next turn, we're sensor locking that guy and giving
hear
him
ya.
everything. But this turn, that's not what we're doing. We're going to blast this guy. Keeping her back as protocol.
Alpha strike.
I mean, this guy's not going to be able to stand up to what we've got going on very long. So I think, but he does have a lot of friends, and we do have that PPC carrier to worry about. Now, I don't know how much else is in his convoy, but he does have an awful lot of friends. Yeah, we don't want Decker taking an awful lot of fire. His mech is not
Waiting for
heavily
orders.
armored. Okay. So let me think here for just a second. If I move in with Behemoth, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to attack with Blave first and see what I'm going to see what Blave can do. Oh, I can't quite get in there. I want to get into those trees. I'm going to hope that not too much damage can get inflicted on Blade before he gets into those trees. But if we fight from back here, you know, he's never going to be able to make that move and shoot. So let's just do what we can do here. We are going to be dealing with some heat issues on this map just because of the biome that we're in. We don't have enough resolve to be doing any called shots, so we can just blast him. Gee whiz, he didn't like that. He's going down anyway.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a very smart idea for him to come out and face us on his own. Okay, so we've been sensor locked now, but hopefully, I do believe Decker, we're going to be able to move with him. I'll probably get behind this rock or something, so hopefully that PVC won't be able to just blast him into oblivion. I think what I'm probably going to do is just move here and then brace, depending on what that mech looks like it has.
Acknowledged.
Because anything could happen with this convoy. We could have LRM carriers, SRM carriers, any number of things that we don't want to deal with. I don't know, part of me wants to just finish this commando off. He has an SRM 6. We could get to work on the Centurion. I guess while they have the least amount of firepower up here as possible, let's do what we can.
Affirmative.
Let's do what we can. Speaking of which, I probably need to take that AC5++ off of that mech since I don't plan on using it as much.
You.
Okay, so if I jump over here, oh no, he won't be able to sensor lock. What if I can jump here, but then he's really in the thick of it. I don't love it. Yeah, I want to sensor lock one of the vehicles, because the vehicles, one, they're my primary target. Based on the size of this thing, I'm guessing it's that, I think it's the 80 tonner. So we want to get at least the missile volley, at least one of those off on it before all hell breaks loose. based on, I think this maximum jump should be, and then we can, yeah, let's do this jump here. That's going to give us maximum evasion, and then we're going to sensor
Lifting
lock.
off.
So hopefully Glitch can tag that guy. Yeah, that's the Shrek PPC carrier. I'm not super worried about this guy. He does have the SRMs. That does suck. I'm not gonna lie. But I think I'm gonna be worried about other people right now. Okay.
Good to go.
Glitch. Yeah, 3 PPCs. That is definitely the big stick, and it's our primary target. So, fire away.
Primary target is damaged, Commander. Keep it up.
But it's got so much armor. But that being said, if we soften it up a little bit, then, you know, like a good strike from the Jaeger mech or something like that should be able to just bring it down. Whoa, okay.
Damage minimal.
Okay, so now this is where we need to... This is where we really need to make sure that Behemoth is bulwarked, you know, braced inside of the trees. So they're shooting into that, and it's not, you know, it's not doing that much. You know, we need to minimize all of this damage even more, because there's just so much coming in. There's just so much coming in. Okay. So sadly, we can't fire at the, I think the Trebuchet has the most firepower out of what is here. Let's get here. I think we're going to have better shots. So I think the Trebuchet is the next target in the equation. Let's just blast at it.
Weapons committed.
Okay, what, did we blow anything off? I mean, we blew an arm off, but it didn't have any weapons on it. Okay, so they're going after the Griffin. Fortunately, he is using his evasion to his advantage right now.
What's up, boss?
Okay, I'm going to move her in a little bit more. And then I'm just going to tank. I'm going to tank with her. So she's going to be the one that they're all interested in, but she is going to really, really soak up the damage. Now I think there's a hump here. I don't know if he can shoot over it. Okay, good. Excellent.
Yes, Commander.
Let's make sure that that Shrek is still in range of this sensor lock. Hold on a second. There's the 60. There's the 80 is the one behind. I don't know. Yeah, that jump isn't going to do it. I don't even know if that one is. And we can get over here actually. And then he's only susceptible to indirect fire. So actually I kind of like this better anyway. So yeah, we're going to get over here and then we're going to ping that guy.
I've got a sensor lock.
Is the commando coming in for melee? I'm not sure what he's doing. I mean, it's going to be a lot of stuff coming in at him. I'm not going to lie.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, another shot. Now, honestly, this has a chance of taking out the Shrek. This does.
This should be good.
it didn't. It hit them all in the front. We didn't hit the same piece of armor. I should have done a called shot. That would have been the smart thing to do. Okay, armor's holding, but it's not looking phenomenal. Not looking phenomenal.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Whoa, Nelly. Okay, we've got a bunch of this resolved now, so I might actually use her vigilance, so she can actually do some damage as well here, instead of just taking it. So the Centurion might be the target here because, well, actually the Trebuchet has got some damage to it. I might pull back with her because she doesn't actually have very heavy back armor. So we would like pull back like this, and then maybe fire at the Trebuchet with vigilance on. Alternatively, I could move up if I wanted to take fire from everything and possibly eliminate the Shrek. I don't think that that's worth it right now. I do think that we are going to... it looks like we're probably going to take fire from the Shrek. Unless I do that. I don't know if he's going to be able to get up here or not. So I'll probably jump here to get a little bit of extra evasion. Now remember, Behemoth also has the gyro that makes it a little bit more difficult to hit her. So there's a good chance that some of those PBCs will miss. So yeah, I'm going to vigilance, move back, not move back, jump back, because I'm not too worried about her heat since she's not going to be firing like constantly. And let's fire at the Trebuchet because he's got the most firepower right now. Although I am a little bit worried about these guys up close, to be frank. Yeah, I might actually fire at this Centurion because these guys up close can melee and knock me out of guarded and all that crap. And they can flank me, you know, which is also not a good thing. Okay, that's not the end of the world there. That's not the end of the world.
Reporting minimal damage.
Once it eases up a little bit, then I can bring, let's see, I think I'm going to reserve with him because, whoops, because I think he'll get a shot at the Shrek. Depending. Yeah, the Shrek's coming up for a piece. Oh! No, he's not. That is actually really, really nice. We're going to be able to finish off the Shrek. I'm 67% certain we're going to be able to finish off the Shrek before it gets to fire because of our use of indirect fire on it, which is really nice. Now, we do have... I mean, we've got a good bit of time. Like, these guys are very slow. This is a really slow-moving convoy, unless I miss the convoy and they're somewhere else, and in which case, I guess I'm totally screwed. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just blast this guy.
All weapons committed.
Oh, he didn't like that. Okay, his leg is in rough shape.
Enemy mech. Critical damage
Give him everything
detected.
you've got.
So that's nice. I wish this commando would move faster. Actually, I think there's a button to speed it up. Yeah, okay, there you go. If you press spacebar, they make them move a little bit faster. It's no big deal. I mean, it makes it go a little bit
Showing
faster.
minor damage.
Okay.
Standing by.
Decker. Where's that 80-tonner? So, I want to jump somewhere. I'm gonna DFA this trebuchet. I'm gonna jump over here, and then we're going to spot the Shrek. I think after this, after we take this guy down, and I think we'll probably have, you know, some of these other mechs at least in bad enough shape that Decker can probably, like, you know, participate a little bit in the battle. At least fire his LRMs. Probably get that PPC cooking too. But it will have eliminated their enormous gun here.
Got a lock.
Because that thing is just huge. It's huge. Okay, yeah, that bulldog.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we're gonna probably have to use the lich to just keep shooting at those things. I do really like. Yeah, I don't think that we've got to target anything. I mean, well, I think it's gonna die, guys. I think it's gonna die. Let's have a look. It is facing us. I can't imagine it's gonna live through this.
Primary
Okay.
target is taking damage.
Yeah, primary target is taking damage. That is accurate.
Bye-bye!
That thing is toast. We probably didn't need to fire all those missiles at it, but it needed to die. Okay, he's coming in. He's coming in. Behemoth still tanking it, but
Receiving you.
it's not pretty. We've still got a lot of resolve here. I can maybe spare another vigilance and do some more shooting. Do some more shooting. I would go out and punch this guy, but then I wouldn't be in these trees, and I like being in the trees. I don't want to go in here. I would expose myself to a back attack. I don't love it. Don't love it. I think I'm actually going to leave her here for right... Well...
Ready for orders.
What's this guy's condition? He's fairly rough. Possibly some more shots here would do pretty good to him. So let's vigilance with her again. And that's just going to give me extra protection after I fire, but I'm just going to stay here.
Firing full complement.
Okay, yeah, annihilated that leg. That's going to help quite a bit. So that's 2 injuries on that guy, I think. I don't know if we're going to get another injury or we're just going to blow his, you know, existence into oblivion.
They've got a lock on me.
I'm actually not too worried about that right this second. Blave. I think I want to finish this guy off. He still has an AC-10, so he's got teeth. I think we take the shot on the downed mech.
All weapons.
Yeah. We take the shot on the down mech and we go about our business. I am glad that we did take less salvage on this one, because there's not anything out here that I really want. I'm not like, ooh, I want that mech. You know, I kind of wish we took even less. But, you know,
What's
hey,
up, boss?
it's what it is. I don't know what that mech is, but we can move over here and get PPC++ and LRM-15 shot at the back of this blackjack, and I like that, guys. I like that a lot. Glitch is going to be able to fire at that bulldog. So I don't think that they're getting away. I don't think they're getting away. I don't know how tough they are, but I don't think they're getting away.
Firing a full salvo.
I didn't do as much damage as I'd hoped, but yeah, he's not really kitted out for doing massive damage. You gotta press spacebar on that commando. He's running too slow. Okay, well, we are starting to actually really see the effects of this massive quantity of
Waiting for orders.
damage coming in here. Okay, so we've got to work on these guys. They have quite a bit of damage themselves. I'm wondering if we can give them one more turn. Let's give them one turn. Because this trebuchet still has quite a bit of firepower at his disposal. He's got an AC-5 there, a PPC, AC-5 ammo. Yeah, let's just fire at this trebuchet and try to light him up. Let's give him one round of our attention here. Oh, we have really poor chances to hit. Never mind that. Never mind that. I don't want to waste that. We either fire at the blackjack. But we're doing... Okay, no. We fire at the bulldog. Let's fire at our target. Let's do what we're supposed to be doing. Let's do what we're supposed to be doing. Oh, structure exposed. Okay, next turn she can probably do a split attack on that bulldog. Oh, he's kind of retreating.
Sensor locked.
Okay, you keep sensor... Oh, they're sensor locking her so she does... she's got worse accuracy.
Yes, Commander.
I keep forgetting that that is one of the effects of that. We're doing really well in our resolve department because I've been using vigilance like crazy, and we're still doing fine. I'm going to continue using it because I get the attacks. So let's. Oh shoot! I guess I should have. Waited with him or with her so we could possibly sensor lock the maybe sensor lock the bulldog, but maybe sensor lock the trebuchet, because right now we've got pretty poor chances to hit. Yeah, we'll go after the blackjack. Well, either go after the blackjack or the trebuchet. I don't love those chances to hit, is the thing of it. Those chances to hit I like, so let's go where we can hit. I mean, in terms of slugging it out with these guys, we definitely, you know, now that we got their PPC carrier down, we've really kind of taken out majority of their firepower. This one's not quite as tough. You know, she is starting to take some good damage to her armor, though. We do need to be careful, and we do need to make sure that we man, that's
Not much armor left in that location.
that actually is quite a bit of damage that's being done over there. They're really not going after the... Whoops, what's happening here? Hold on. Okay, so he can't attack the trebuchet from here. He can from here, and those are reasonable chances to hit, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. Like something like this. Once again, I'm not too concerned with the blackjack. I think that Decker, if I don't move over there and sensor lock, which I probably will actually, because I really need to work on them, I could probably jump behind this blackjack and give it another back shot. Oh, we missed. That sucks. That really sucks. Not too concerned about that. Decker's just prancing around the battlefield using his evasion to his advantage here.
Orders?
So, do I want to move over here and sensor lock that bulldog? I think I do. Yeah, I really don't want it to get away. The other one is just, I don't know what he's doing back there, but he's not really making a move for the target. So let's get this guy sensor locked so we can get him out of the equation. That being said, he's kind of turned his body away, so we're not going to be doing damage to the front of him like we were on that last attack. My goodness, this guy's... I guess we blew his leg off, so it makes sense that he's not going to be moving too fast.
I hear ya.
Okay. Yeah, so we can... Let's do a precision strike. Oh, only 4% to hit the front. It's only got 8. We would only need to hit it twice, but I don't think we will. I just don't think we would. Because the rest of his armor hasn't taken, like, hardly anything. That being said, that was the heaviest armor, and we almost blew it up, so we'll probably blow it up, my guess. We must have clipped it in the front, because not even a good chunk of the missiles weren't even in there. That Blackjack has a reasonable amount of firepower about him right now, so...
Light damage, Commander.
Okay.
Commander.
Okay. So, I'm actually not really concerned with the other Bulldog right now because he is not really moving there, so I'm just gonna, you know, if he starts getting close, then I will, but I'm gonna worry about these guys and then I'll take him out. So, if I want to shoot with her, I'm gonna want to Vigilance because her armor is so low. They really are moving around there, so we want to make sure that we aren't easily flanked.
Giving him everything I've got.
Man, it looked like we hit her in the head. Okay, we critted the PPC, that's good.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Hopefully that means that PPC is not going to be firing at me right now. Oh. Okay, Jaeger mech. I'm not too upset about that. Not too distraught. I'm gonna move the Jaeger mech out. The Jaeger mech's got enough armor to deal with this, I think, for one turn, even though the Blackjack still has a little bit of firepower about him. I don't want to turn and face this guy. Because that would just open up his back. He has very light back armor. Oh shoot. Overheat alert. It's just a little bit of overheating. That's not so bad, is it? We could... Okay. We will turn off the laser, but we're going to target his ammo. Okay, nice. I think we've blown off all of his... I think we've blown off all of his weapons. Of course, that is not going to stop him from coming in for a melee attack.
Good to go.
Okay. How far over can you jump? Not far enough. 65% there. Yeah, I don't love it. I think that guy got himself stuck or something. I mean, I really think he's stuck. Yeah. Let's go over here and just
Copy that.
just shoot at him. That should
That hit something good.
do pretty good damage. I think that this mission has, at least so far, gone pretty well. This guy's really... didn't like that a whole heck of a lot.
Minimal damage on that hit. Waiting on you, Commander.
Give me a multi-target on him and him. A with the LRM-15s and B with the LRM-20. Oh man, I only got a 65 on that. That kind of sucks. I do it anyway.
Line him up and I'll shoot him down, Commander.
I guess I should have given that guy all of them. Okay, now she does not have much armor. Like, look at that.
Is that it? I'm barely scratched.
But she can
Receiving
take that. I think I'm gonna just punch the heck out of this fool.
Engaging.
Yep.
Target eliminated. Watch the flank.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm taking internal damage.
Yeah, I can see that. So that guy just has decided to come up and join the party now. Or I guess he's just doing long-range fire support. Either way, I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't love it. Whoops. No, let's give him a called shot to the center torso and just get rid of him.
All weapons committed.
Thank you.
Six
Okay.
warriors, show them what you've got.
That guy's toast.
Waiting for orders.
Swing around here
Got it.
and give this guy the business. It looks like we're dealing with some heat issues. I don't care. A little bit of heat never killed anybody.
Reporting critical hit. Watch my heat levels.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I think you can take a little bit of heat and you're just gonna have to repair your mech. That's fine. That's fine. What?
Critical hit.
That sucks.
What can I do for you?
That freaking sucks. Okay. Eat this.
Firing everything I've got.
I think that was the mod that just did a bunch of extra stability
There's more
damage.
where that came from.
Okay, she needs to turn around.
My internals are taking a beating.
Okay. Yeah, let's just turn off our laser and shoot at this guy. Problem is, he's still pretty... Okay, yeah, give him a called shot. See if we can take him down. Yeah, we're just kind of on cleanup detail. I am getting a little sloppy right now, but...
Engaging target.
Yeah, we just need to get it taken care of. The first part of the mission went really, really well. Now we're taking a little bit of
Standing by.
unnecessary damage. So we want to protect our right arm here. So let's get our left arm kind of focusing in on it, and we will we'll just brace here. Now that guy shouldn't be able to do anything to us if he's not going to move in.
Sensors locked on.
Okay.
I'm starting to cook.
Oh, I guess the structure gets damaged again if you use the jump jets. Shouldn't have done that.
Got it.
Well, that guy's actually got a pretty dang big amount of firepower himself, but he's stuck. So, you know, what can you do? Fortunately, not very much of it's indirect fire. Let's just reserve.
Copy that.
Done.
Hunkering down.
Decker.
Good to go.
Sensor lock.
Got a lock.
Glitch.
Good to go.
Attack. We're gonna run out of missiles. Unless, of course, we kill this thing. Okay. Behemoth.
Yes, Commander.
Get up here and give this guy the business.
All weapons are closed.
Whoa. Okay, let's sprint to there. That's not going to be in range of him. Hopefully that evasion will protect Behemoth somewhat, but that actually probably wasn't the smartest thing to do.
What's up, boss? Roger.
That probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. Let's see if we can get a PPC shot and some LRMs on him. That's just a little bit more heat. Let's fire it.
Now let's see how
That's
you
going to be
handle
better than taking fire from all that.
Get to the LZ for extraction.
this. Vehicle trashed. This heat is...
Okay, yeah, we did it. We're done, and we're good to go.
Mission successful.
Okay, so, I mean, that one wasn't nearly as tough as the other one. We got, what, like 700,000? Maybe there are some decent weapons. Okay, contract payment increased by 25%, so we got, like, close to 900,000. That's really, really good. We did take some damage there that we're gonna have to repair, but no huge deal. No mechs that I really want. Ooh, that medium laser, that's pretty nice. The PPC's also really nice. Oh, I really like those SRM6s. I don't know which one would be. I think the PPC. Honestly, all those are actually pretty good. I'm actually in general not a humongous fan of the medium lasers. I actually do kind of like SRM6s, although we haven't been using them a whole lot. I'm gonna grab the PPC. We didn't get any of the other crap that I wanted. That's sad. That's sad. But it was all in all a pretty successful mission. We didn't take a ton of damage. We didn't get any injuries. So it worked out pretty okay. Worked out pretty okay. So that's sort of kind of the nebulous version of what I'm thinking of how I want to operate now. You know, like really have something that's like very like specifically tank focused and make sure that it is like always tanking, you know, even at the expense of firepower. Now in that particular case, we very frequently had enough resolve to use vigilance, but even if I don't have enough vigilance, you know, use brace. Make sure that you're properly tanking. But that's kind of where we're going from here. You know, we're gonna look at these contracts, and I may travel to this system that was next to it. This one, it's 2.5 away. It's also rich, and it's an inner sphere civilization, so they're going to have as advanced technology as anywhere outside of Terra. So that's probably a really good one as well. Like, I think that we're just like in a pretty like wealthy place here, but in terms of difficulty, these are the less challenging of them. And there's one that's 3 over there. So I think that this is going to be a good place for us to kind of grind, if you will. Although that is actually really far away, 27 days. So I think that I may do a couple of these contracts, and I may do some of them without posting them. But this is kind of the direction that we're going to move in. I really want some of this stuff from this store. Man, I'd love to just buy. Man, I might buy. I mean, we're not getting 13 million. That's not happening. I'd love this too, but we're not getting 10 million. Like, give me a break. And yeah, I'm not 7 million. I mean, a Wolverine's not worth 7 million. Definitely give me a break about that. You can't actually sell a mech, can you? Yeah, you can't even sell a mech. That's interesting. Like, they'll sell you one for 7 million, but you can't sell one for like a couple million. It's like, if a Wolverine's worth 7 million, I'll sell you one for 5 million. How about that? Yeah, Locust. Yeah, I will buy that Locust for 2 million. How about that? Goodness gracious. Okay, but man, some of this other crap. I mean, even if we don't want the ER PPC, a regular PPC, I mean, PPCs just have enough heat already, and then you go here and you like, yeah, how about we knock it up to 45? It's insane. It's insane. 65 damage though. 20 stability. Regular PPC does 50 stability, so I don't know. There's an awful lot to think about here, guys, and there's a lot of stuff that I would love to buy. Clearly cannot buy this. I think we will at least possibly buy this Battle Master, although maybe I'm just going about it all wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be buying these pieces. But I don't know. I really think I should, because then I get the opportunity to build them. You know, I think it's going to pay. I think it's going to pay off. I think we're playing the long game here. But anyway, that's the direction we're heading. I don't know how. I think I've made it fairly clear. Oh, and I actually did have another. Well, no. Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it. I was gonna say, well, we could save it to the next one, but I don't know if I'm gonna record the next one. I was gonna call it Blaves Brinkman, because brinkmanship is a dangerous game, and that is what we're doing. So, I guess it would be Brinkmen, wouldn't it? It would be Brinkmen. What's going on here? Customize company. We are the Brink men or women. Okay. All right. So that's where we're going. But anyway, as always, thanks so much for watching, and we are going to be picking up right here or after I do a couple of other mercenary missions next time.